Hi, my name is Julianne, and today I'm doing the unpopular book tag. You'll notice I'm wearing the same shirt as my previous video, and that's because I'm filming on the same day, just so you know. So the unpopular opinions book tag, I forgot who it was created by, so I'll just put all that information down below. Okay, so the first question is a popular book or series that you didn't like. I think I have two, because it's more like I didn't not like them, it's more like I just felt meh about them. So everyone I've noticed is, not everyone, but there's a few people out there which I feel like it's nice being in the same boat, is that I did not like City of Bones. I just didn't like it. It was, no, I didn't like it. I did read the next two books and it does get better, but I'm still not into the series, but I'm still planning on to one day finishing it and reading the Infernal Devices, and just, I don't know why I'm interested in finishing the series when I don't really like the books that much, but that's just me. Another book that I just wanted to mention, because I feel like a bunch of people are talking about City of Bones, so I kind of wanted to put that as my honorary mention, and then just say I didn't like Divergent. I don't like the book, I don't like Triss, I don't like Four, I don't like any. I just don't like the book. Moving on to the next question, which is a book or series that everyone seems to hate but you love. And this one's hard for me because, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of books that I love that people just don't know about. But, so I thought about it and I'm like, this one isn't, the best book, in my opinion, because I just can't think of anything else. But I'm just gonna say Match by Ali Condi. I actually enjoyed that series, and I just feel like it's the series that not a lot of people like, and I will admit that the writing and everything probably isn't up to par, but I don't know, I think it was just a fun read, it wasn't too serious, and it, so I liked it, I enjoyed it. So the next question is, a love triangle where the main character ended up with someone you didn't want them to be, or an OTP that you don't really like. I'm gonna talk about The Hunger Games. I didn't want Katniss to end up with Peeta or Gale. I don't like Peeta, I don't like Gale. I don't like Katniss, so I feel so bad for not liking these popular books, but I don't really like The Hunger Games. I liked the first book, the second book was okay, and I didn't like Mockingjay. So, yeah. I feel like a lot of people don't like Mockingjay, though. I don't know, maybe I was just reading it in, a time of my life where I just didn't really grasp all, the concept of it and everything. Yeah, so I didn't want Katniss to end up with Peeta or Gale. I don't like Peeta, I don't like Gale, and I feel like everyone loves Peeta, but I'm just no, I just don't ship her with anyone. I felt like she didn't have to choose. She could make her own decision not to be with any of them. Alright, so the next question is, what genre can you not really get into? I'm okay with pretty much any genre. I read such a diverse amount. If you notice my shelf, I have so many different genres that I've read, so I'm okay with reading anything pretty much. For me, if I ever get in a mood, it's usually about plot lines. I love stories that take place at boarding schools. I've been in that phase pretty much my whole life. Ever since I watched Tower Prep and Strange Days at Blake Halsey High, shows that no one's ever heard of or watched, unfortunately, so good. Tower Prep unfairly got cancelled. Still not over it. Anyways, so I like certain plot lines rather than genres, although, there are genres that I generally reach for more than others, and in this case, the one that I reach for least is contemporary. I don't have anything against contemporary genre. I like a lot of contemporary I like a lot of books that are, real life. I like John Green books. I love I'll Give You the Sun by Jandy Nelson. So there's a bunch of contemporary novels that I actually do enjoy. But for me, contemporary is something, if I had contemporary versus sci-fi, I'd obviously go for sci-fi. Contemporary versus supernatural, I'd go for supernatural. I like more fantasy, not reality, fantastical, type of genres, not necessarily fantasy, but things that are less real. I don't know, I guess I'm less into reality and more into fantasy type of stories. So a popular or beloved character that you did not like. I mentioned this earlier, I don't like Triss from Divergent. I don't know why. It's possible that I might actually enjoy the series more in Insurgent and Allegiant, or I might like the characters more. I don't know. Maybe it's just like when I read Divergent, I wasn't blown away, but maybe later in the series I will be if I ever continue with it. If I ever get in the mood, I might eventually read it. I'm not sure. I just have other books that I'd rather read at the moment. A popular author that you can't seem to get into. I couldn't think of like a good one because there's just a bunch of authors I just haven't read yet. It's not that I can't get into them, but I'm gonna just say Isaac Asimov, which I don't know if he's popular with like, you know, like people who are reading like YA, you know, like the younger generation, but he's definitely like a famous classic kind of writer. He wrote the Foundation series, and I enjoyed the first book, which was kind of like a prequel, but other books just aren't, I don't really enjoy it. He's the guy who wrote I, Robot, if you've ever seen that movie with Will Smith. It's based off of the book I, Robot. I don't think I really like his writing style. I don't know, I think the series just bores me. A popular book trope that you're tired of seeing. I don't know how many people have said this, but love triangles. I don't like love triangles. They're so annoying. Like, the whole back and forth thing just bothers me, and I just really hate them so much. I'd rather read about, you know, taking down the government rather than your teenage romance angst. It's just like, I don't like the whole back and forth thing. It's just really annoying. A popular series that you have no interest in reading, and that would be A Song of Ice and Fire, also known as, you know, Game of Thrones. I can't read it. I can't read it. You can't make me, okay? It's the one book series that intimidates me. Like, usually I don't care how many pages the book has, I will read it. But there's like 1,000 pages and in one book, and there's just many books, and I don't want to get invested in the series or the TV show. Like, I can't do it. What movie or TV show adaptation do you prefer more than the book? The 100. The show, The 100 is so much better than the book. It is so good. Here's The 100. It's really good. Finn is not in the book. I don't know why his face is on here, but okay. This is the sequel, and then this is the third book. Of course, it's a trilogy. Another thing that's annoying about series sometimes. The 100 is really good as like a TV show. The book is good, I guess, but not really that good compared to the TV show because the world building. Okay, I read the first book before watching the TV show, but in these two books, I read after watching the 100, so it was like going back and rewatching like the pilot, which I'm actually rewatching first and second season. So reading these is like going back in the development that we've seen with all the characters, so it was just so weird, and it was just like, felt like, okay, Octavio, why aren't you a badass with a sword anymore? Like, what is happening? And, I mean, I'm glad I read the books, because, when you find out who Bellamy's father is, like, great plot twist, good job, Cass Morgan. And then the twist with Clark's parents. Good job, Cass Morgan. Okay, I will give that to Cass Morgan. She's good with the plot twist. But it does read more like the beginning of the 100. So I do recommend reading the books and just reading all of them and then going into the show. So yeah, TV show is better than the 100. I recommend reading the books first maybe. Although if you read the books first, it might be harder to get into the TV show because you'll be doing comparisons. But if you watch the TV show more first, you might not enjoy the books as much because you're going to be comparing it. And the 100, the TV show is actually better. You know, because, you know, you actually developed everything. And because there's a lot of potential in this book, but she couldn't do all of that because it's just a trilogy. You know, she couldn't take it to the place that the 100 is taking. I highly recommend watching the TV show, and I do recommend the books because they're still a fun read. So I think that's pretty much it. That was the tag. Don't hate me too much, I'm sorry. But, you know, that's the point of the tag, is just to get your unpopular opinion out there. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!